Oh.
Who did this? Joe Burrow?
Danny Saint said, yeah, but Aaron says Haley's a whore or something. Oh, yeah. You mean the guy with herpes who was part of a polycule and did coke in front of kids? Yeah. That guy, the revenge pornographer? Yeah. Does he have opinions? Aaron did a little victory lap that I didn't appreciate, frankly. And I wanted to address a couple tree things that I noticed about Aaron trying to spin this pretty antisocial thing into a big win for him. Actually, it was Aaron talking shit is what really inspired me to reach out to Haley and talk to her on the phone, because I was not going to believe that Aaron was just like, oh yeah, they just took on your boy the toe. It was too much for them. And I'm like, that can't be the case.
I mean, I don't even know if I'm camera ready. I don't even know if I want to hit the switcher yet and show my face. I mean, am I showered? Yes. Am I clean? Yes. Am I rocking 3 or 4 chins tonight? Maybe. Cornflake cookies are good. But I think it's more emotionally, am I ready to be seen on camera? Because today is a difficult day.
Hey, Aaron, can you not stretch the bit out? You're not that funny.
Hey,
get on with it.
You know what? They'd want me to be brave.
Fuck, man. Aaron knows how to drag a bit out, doesn't he?
I just developed a southern accent. And I can't seem to be genuinely real crying, even though I'm inhaling deeply right into the microphone so people can hear my emotion. I'm just really crying because I'm emotional right now.
This guy stinks. I know what you're trying to do, but you stink at it. I'll be honest with you. I hate to say this to you, Aaron, and this might hurt your feelings. Chad was funnier than you. I think Chad was like, quit crying, you fucking hole. And that made me laugh, kind of, you know?
That when you break people, especially when you break them by doing nothing, I was here. I didn't do anything.
No, I just, talk shit about people's fucking supposed N-word babies. But, you didn't do anything. You didn't do anything except, I don't know, send a revenge porn and lose at boxing.
Didn't force anyone. Look, matter of fact, I warned everyone. I said, dude, don't touch the toe. It's too hot. It burns everybody up. It's like The Ring. You turn into Gollum.
This guy really thinks who the fuck he is.
I bet. Look, man. I got decades of experience. You think you guys are the first people I've done this to? Guys, I know. Why is he so arrogant? All he's been through. Why is he still so arrogant? Oh, we're so mad at him.
Yeah, actually,
I've been here before. I've traveled up and down this road more than any of you have.
I can't wait for this guy to finally hit the fucking wall next month. I cannot wait for this piece of shit to go to jail.
I'm the rebellion against your father. But you know what? Sometimes we grow up and we realize, you know what? Pops was right. So jump on the train. All right?
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. In case anyone's wondering, cue the Arrested Development theme. I'm here to show you, ladies and gentlemen, that people, in fact, did not jump on the train. Unfortunately, that is just an empty train running along a desolate old line. Matter of fact, Aaron, there's so few people on your train that we're considering shutting a few stops down on the line because, we just can't keep running this train empty every night. So you can live your fantasy in your basement. Aaron, nobody is jumping on the train. And Haley had more people watching her cry today than you had on 2 different fucking channels. You and a co-host can't beat my numbers. Who are you bragging to? Who's even around to hear your bragging? You better jump on the old steel toe train. No, in fact, we might discontinue that whole fucking line on the rail. I tried to hit play on a picture.
I mean, a lot of you are watching right now because you hate my guts and you want to see what I'm going to say. And I love that kind of fan.
Yeah, you saw them all tuning in. A lot of you guys. A lot of how many people, Aaron? 200 people? Aaron, I could throw a party at my house and draw more people than you do on your fucking channel. I don't even like people, nor do I go out and socialize anymore. If I sent out a mass text and said, party at my house, be here Saturday night, Aaron, I would have more people than show up to watch you combined on the entire internet.
I've always held you in the highest regard. From KLFD to Q102 to WHMH to here to Twitch and back again. I've always held you in high regard.
Why Twitch and back again? What happened on Twitch? Why didn't you just stay on Twitch? Something happened? It's 2025 and Aaron is still doing Radio Wars. Pew, pew, pew.
To express sadness because I did give out a warning. I did say that it would...
Yeah, MW in the chat, Haley has a better face than Slam Piece by a good margin. A very comfortable margin. Aaron, if we were going to compare Haley's physical looks and your girlfriend's physical looks, it would be like when a baseball team is losing by 5 runs. It's like, oh, wow, even a grand slam isn't going to save us. And that's very unlikely.
Some of you are wondering, Aaron, what the hell are you talking about? Aaron, what is this all about? Today, Jackie, who is the one who I believe...
It's like, some of you are wondering, what am I talking... Who? The bots? Actually, I can't even accuse Aaron of buying bots anymore because I don't think you can buy bots in groups of 20 at a time. That's like buying Lucy cigarettes.
Eve has children from just one father. She is the non-mud shark of the group. She decided that this is all...
Wow, we're just throwing mud shark around on YouTube now, huh? Is that what we're doing? Okay. You know, for a guy who wants to get back into radio, for a guy who has a revenge porn thing, for a guy who said a couple months ago he wanted to take the high road, he didn't want to even do this drama anymore. Dragging a woman's alleged biracial kids into the mix and calling her a mud shark's not exactly avoiding internet drama. And it's also not even really that good. I'm not even saying don't bring that kind of shit up if people are slinging shit at you, but be funnier about it.
And that's all they wanted, was they wanted my love. And now I feel bad because I didn't pay attention to them. And then I'd take little shots, I'd mock them, and now I feel bad.
He takes little shots. You mean you're like, yo, yeah, I just have fun. I take little lighthearted shots. Like, hey, did you know your baby's a Nick? Guys, it's just little shots. It's just bants. Yeah, I bring people's children into it. You know, just for funsies. We're just having a couple of laughs. I mean, when you think about the fact, Aaron is a guy that dragged his daughter into an HRO against Nick Rekieta and Patrick Melton. But he can go after other people's kids. And in Aaron's sick mind, it was okay to go after. And again, I don't even know if Haley has black. I don't even know. Frankly, I don't care. It's not my business. But it's like Aaron sees everybody in his mind as working for Melton or working on behalf of Nick Rekieta. So he'll go to court and drag Melton to court and say he's like sexually obsessed with my daughter. He talks about my daughter all the time. I think Melton mentioned his daughter a couple times, and it's always when he mentioned it first. But he'll drag Haley's kids into shit, and the reason it's okay in his mind is because she's part of the coalition. She's part of the Melton concern. Aaron's one of those guys that's like, don't bring people's kids into it unless they have a super tip account. Then fair game. So without getting specific, let me just tell you that Jackie doesn't need the show. Jackie doesn't need this shit. Jackie doesn't need any of this stuff. She just doesn't. Again, without getting specific, I'm sure you can imagine. But without getting specific, Jackie's fine. Jackie has a regular, well-adjusted life outside of the internet. They started the show. It was Haley. And again, it's mostly Haley. Let's pull in the weight on that show. If you look, it's mostly Haley. Jackie seemed like she was just along for the ride. Just like a lot of people that get into this streaming shit at first, it's fun because you just hit go live. You make money that's basically free money. And then you just get to, sip your tea and, ooh, did you hear about so-and-so? And you do your little stuff and it's fun at first. It's fun. But then people want to start learning about you and finding out about you and looking into you and firing back at you. And then suddenly it's like, whoa, I don't want none of that smoke. And that's why you see a lot of people try streaming for a living. They try all this shit and you see they try it for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, and then they're gone. You never see them again because some people just don't have the fucking heart for this. And that's fine. You need a big set of balls. You need a lot of heart. And you also have to be willing to admit, I'm going to be terminally online. I'm going to be a garbage can person forever. I have to roll around in pig shit to survive. That's just the way it is. Some people don't want that life. So this again, Aaron thinks this has everything to do with him. And it's like, no, some people just see how weird the internet gets and they go, you know what? I don't want to do this before things get fucked up. What are you going to do, Aaron? Headbutt them?
These are sheltered people. So me at a third of...
What are you going to do, headbutt Haley? I can tell you right now, what little I know of Haley, I can tell you this. She's the type of bitch who's going to hit you back. You don't want to be 0-3, Aaron. By the way, while this was going on, this guy was bragging to like 210 people. Again, I'll pull up the numbers. Look, they're right here. On Rumble, Steel Toe Evening Show. Look at that. Same outfit, same Aaron. This is from the episode where he's bragging. He's got 68 people watching on Rumble, but he wants to somehow get 500 gifted Rumble subs. Okay, buddy. And by the way, I want to make it clear, just so that Aaron doesn't try to imply, oh, well, Mersh, yeah, he waited for me to go live. And the second I went live, he screenshotted while people were still filing in. No, I wasn't, Aaron. This is 27 minutes and 12 seconds into your show. 2 things you can't lie about, dickhead. Your number goes right under your Rumble stream and the amount of time you've been live. So this is when you were on a roll when I screenshotted this. 27 minutes into your show, you should have a good chunk of your audience in, settled. They got their drinks. They got their snacks. He's bragging and doing a victory lap for 68 plus 133. Not even. What is that? That's 201 people? You're doing a victory lap for 201 people. This is insane behavior. Who are you even bragging to? Like, even if I wanted to suck my own dick in front of the audience, I'd wait till more people showed up. Be like, I'm not going to blow myself for 201 people. I'll wait a little bit. We have so far right now 365 watching on Rumble. Please hit the like button. 300 watching on YouTube right now. Please hit the like button. 600 people and change. That's still not worth sucking your own dick over, but it would make more sense if I started blowing myself right now instead of you running around. He's running around with his hands in the air like Rocky at the top of the fucking stairs, like he won something. You haven't won anything. More people watched Haley cry today. More people watched a woman do a solo stream and cry. I mean, am I wrong? Please, Aaron, if I'm factually wrong, then sue me or whatever. Get an HRO. I don't know what to tell you. More people tuned in and stayed tuned in for a woman talking into a microphone and crying which is something none of us want to watch. And you 201 people, and you're showboating.
And thank you to Misery Loves Clips, who shared this with me. I also have an anonymous, well, I know who it is, but I'm not going to tell you. I have an anonymous source close to the hosts of this show.
Is it Kiwi Farms, Aaron? Because every time you say you have an anonymous source, I go on Kiwi Farms and I see the same thing you see. That's not a source. Kiwi Farms is not a source. And while you're at it, tell your buddies PPP and Worski the same thing. It's just a message board. Anybody can go on there and read it and pull information and make content out of it. It's not, you don't have a source. This isn't some fucking CIA shit, motherfucker. We've seen your browser history. Literally, if you're not doing your show, you're going to Kiwi Farms and then you're jacking off to cuck porn. You went into a court of law and swore under penalty of perjury that was your legitimate search history. Pop on the farms, read about Nick Rekieta fucking my wife, get a little worked up, then I go watch the cuck porn, and then when the guy's eating the cum out of the pussy, I come. We got it, Aaron. We know your browser history. So, like, what are you talking about when you say, I got sources? Well, you don't have any sources. You have Kiwi Farms and cuck porn. Those are your sources. Who's your source? Who's your deep throat, Aaron? Because last I checked, you were deep throat.
Names were Haley, who has multiple children by multiple fathers.
Not true.
Who releases private information of private people who are not podcast hosts, don't want to have a public life.
Untrue.
And then she says that who happens to be women attacking women. They have
By the way, Aaron, a guy who goes to Kiwi Farms to get personal information about people that shouldn't be out on the internet, wants to complain that other people go to Kiwi Farms and get personal information about people on the internet. The guy who doesn't have custody of his kids is dumping on a woman who does have custody of her kids because of the race of her kids. But he's still trying to be Mr. High Road. What the fuck? Wow, thank you, James Bomer.
She's very broken up. She's very sad about it.
Oh,
Haley's
sorry.
sad. Haley is in tears. Haley is crying. Now, I just want to say to you.
So I didn't realize that Aaron was going to do, and I shit you not, and I'm not going to even last through this entire thing. Aaron did 26 minutes about Pretty Anti Social tonight. You know, Aaron, the guy who's over internet drama. Guys, he's done with drama.
You are my punchline, my only punchline. You give me giggles when my days are sad.
He's singing to 201 people.
You'll never know, dear, how much I love you, but I won't be another one of your baby dads.
Boo! Hey, Aaron. I'm going to break this news to you as best I can, and I hope it sinks in. You fucking stink. You stink on ice. Wow. He is fucking garbage, huh?
But part of me is thinking that between Haley being really mean to her, I think Jackie's husband probably got involved and said, this woman is evil. I need you to spend more time with our children.
This dude is making up shit in his fucking head. And you know what it is? It's like, I get what Aaron's doing. Aaron is trying to do my gimmick. You know? Aaron's trying to do my gimmick where I joke and I pull shit out of my ass and I throw darts at somebody, and every once in a while I hit a bullseye. And he's just bad at it. Aaron's trying to do what I do, but he's not good at the multiple elements required to do it. I happen to be very good at reading people observing people, understanding people, figuring people out. And I'm very good at, you know, getting a fucking fix on somebody and going, oh yeah, I got this guy clocked. And then I base my joking and my bullshit just off of what I observe. I'm very good at it. He's trying to do my bit where he makes up what's going on behind the scenes and he's good at guessing. But he's not good at guessing, but he's also not good at the funny. So he's not funny, but he's also not right on the guesses. If you're good at it and you do enough of both, sometimes you're really funny and you just go, yeah, I was joking. Sometimes you hit the nail on the head and you go, no, I knew I was right. If you're good at this, Aaron doesn't know how to do this. He's just floundering. I think that's the kind of shit that comes from lived experience. And I know Aaron's like, well, I'm a dad and I've got all this, you know, because I'm a father, I know a lot more. You don't know shit, Aaron. You barely ever left St. Cloud. You had a radio job. Your wife took care of the kids. Then you got divorced and your wife still takes care of the kids. You haven't grown as a person. You think that because you're one step above a guy like Karmic, that you are this worldly guy. You've been to Las Vegas a couple of times. You haven't seen the world or the country, you stupid dickhead. You haven't dealt with people. You've been a sales rep at a radio station and you spent all day at the radio station and you built your entire identity around being on a radio station. I've said this about Aaron before. Everything about you is pieced together out of a Maxim magazine. You know, it's all the shit you read in Maxim growing up that you thought made up a man. You thought these were the stepping stones. These are the vital pieces that make a man. Cigars, golf, smoking meats, bothering my neighbors. You know, cornhole, going to the bar with the boys. My radio, my golf, my boxing, my cigars, my bourbons. Like, it's all shit you read in a goddamn consumer manual on how to be a man. There's a reason other people are better at this, because some of us went out in the world and suffered and fucked up and made mistakes and observed things that you will never, if you live 100 Aaron lifetimes, you will never see in your lifetime. Aaron's never been to a drug deal. Aaron's never had to throw somebody in a goddamn bathtub with ice and run around a party asking people if any of them are fucking training at the goddamn nursing school. Aaron's never, I guarantee Aaron's probably never been in a car accident. Aaron's never been without, is my point. Aaron's not good at reading people because Aaron's never been so desperate he's had to hustle people until now. And now it's too late to learn the game, brother. Some of us suffered. And I'm not trying to say that I suffered unwarranted or that it wasn't fair. A lot of my suffering was self-inflicted, but we suffered and we went out and we made mistakes and we saw the world and we didn't have parents to bail us out every fucking turn. We didn't have a family with a lake house. We didn't have a fucking radio job that were like in a market where nobody was going to fire us. Like, we didn't have these things. We had to go out and figure shit out. You're never going to be on my level, Aaron. You're never going to be as good as me at this, ever. You can keep trying, and you can keep pretending that it's not me you're trying to compete with, but everyone can see it, bro. Everyone can see it. Every time you do a money plane or a goddamn the pirate ship reference, and you literally, I'll say a thing and then a week later you're saying it. Literally. I say a thing and the next week you're working it into your repertoire, but like poorly. And then you laugh and you're like, yeah, Mersh. Somebody said Mersh said I was stealing his essence. You're trying to. Thankfully, my essence is the only thing you can't steal. You can steal my lines. You can steal my style. You can bite my fucking bits. You can do everything you want and try to keep stealing from me and Royce, brother, but you can't steal our essence. And that's why you suck dick. And that's why you were genuflexing for 201 people tonight, all giving you $1 at a time. You know who else cried on camera? You, on Alex Stein's show. You little bitch. You know who else cried? You, when Nick Rekieta wouldn't give you cummies anymore. This guy will shit his pants in front of the whole class. And then the very next day in school, a fucking kid in the grade below him shits his pants, and Aaron can't wait to point it out so everybody laughs at that guy. Bro, you just shit your pants yesterday. But keep talking down to everybody. Keep being smug. Keep acting like the reason nobody's watching you anymore is because it's summertime and families are off from school and going to the beach on September 17th. Watch, we're a couple weeks away from, well, you know, the reason people aren't really watching, it's because families are getting ready for Halloween. They're out buying candy. You know how that complicated that gets. That's why nobody's super chatting. It's Halloween. Everybody's got to get candy. Yeah, it's like a $4 bag of candy, Aaron. Keep making up excuses as to why you're not doing well. It couldn't possibly be because you suck dick. Okay, so here's the episode of Pretty Anti Social where Jackie cried 9 hours ago, 3,000 views. I'm just doing a little experiment, Aaron. I want to know if more people watched Haley today or if more people watched you today. I'm just curious. Oh, no. Oh, no, Toe. Here's Haley. She started at 11 a.m. today. So 9 hours ago, she has 3,000 views. Aaron, you on the evening show tonight, making fun of her, 1,000 views. Let's give you a little advantage. Let's go to the morning show. Let's go to the morning show where you've had an extra couple of hours to compile some views. Is that 3,000 people that watched her show 9 hours ago solo? 1.9K views for the morning show that has a fucking co-host. Hey, Aaron, I hate to break this news to you, buddy. It's over. It has never been more over for you. And you got here by being a smug prick with no self-awareness. And your strategy, as you circle the drain, is to quadruple down and go, you know what the problem is? I'm not being a smug, unlikable prick enough. We got to take what we're doing that's failing miserably, and we got to jack it up to 1,000. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for you.
And I just want to say to Jackie's husband, I don't mean to emasculate you. I never asked for these women to fall in love with me. I never courted them.
Hey, Aaron. You, and I promise you, sir, have never, ever emasculated anyone. Not a day in your life, kid. I guarantee it. We see who you are now, and we've seen you all the way back to your high school fucking yearbook photos. I promise you, Aaron, that there isn't one living man on this planet that has a memory of you emasculating them. I mean, you're basically a eunuch. You're a cum-drinking eunuch cuck bitch. You jack off to the thought of licking strange black men's cum off your wife's stomach. I'm telling you, Aaron, the numbers don't lie. It's over for you. 201 people watching you, giving you $1 at a time, ain't gonna pay the fucking child support. It's not. I'm only gonna say this one more time, dude. You need to pull the stick up. Because you're now flying so close to the fucking ground, I'm afraid you're gonna crash. And yeah, I'll even concede there's a certain amount of money to be made making fun of you. And I don't want that money to go away. And if you crash the plane, we can no longer really make fun of how shitty the pilot is because he's not wobbling around anymore. I want to watch the drunk swerving in and out of lanes and looking like an asshole. I don't want to see him plow into a school bus full of kids. We just want to laugh at the drunk. Aaron, your absolute destruction affects a lot of us. I want you to stay in the game, buddy. But you're now at a point where if you get any less likable and any less charismatic, you're going to disappear. I don't want you working at a Sam's Club. Yes, it would be very funny. Yes, the first person to get a picture of you in your little uniform would probably get a very nice bounty. And we would probably all have one really good show where we made a lot of money laughing at you. But then what? Then what? No, I need you here with that stupid boot sign behind you. Doing shit like this. But not so much like this that you fucking, as you so eloquently put it, fly too close to the sun. And we're all supposed to pretend, along with Aaron, that if Haley didn't decide to be even kind of nice to him for 2 minutes, that he wouldn't fuck her. He wants us to believe that. He wants us to believe that he's fucking slam piece, but that he wouldn't fuck Haley? Brother, none of us believe that shit. None of us believe it. We've seen both of them. We saw your girl, ex-girl, current girl, whatever's going on. We saw her dating profile. And we see how your mentality is. If people are mean to me, they're bad and evil. If people are good to me, I like them and I will overlook any bad things about them. It's the same way with looks. You don't like that she's mean to you. Is that what you think was happening, Aaron? During this whole time? Did you think the dynamic between you and Pretty Social was that you and Haley were both bullying Jackie? Because that's confusing. I remember it as being they were making fun of you. Doing pretty good at it as well. He's going to move on. He doesn't want to pile on. We do, however, have 14 more minutes of this. Damn, bro. She broke your fucking brain, huh, Aaron? Be honest. You do want to fuck Haley.
The fake crying is a little weird, too. Like, if you're going to be sobbing over this, you have a show that, like, 5 people watch. And if it weren't for me, 2...
Aaron, do I have to bring it again? Do I have to bring it up again? Aaron, we're here to keep you honest. I'm going to keep you honest. This is from YouTube. Here's your 2 most recent episodes. You barely broke one. You didn't even break 2,000 for your morning show. Just barely broke 1,000 for your fucking evening show where you made fun of the girl who made 3.1 thousand views in less time. I'm going to keep your bitch ass honest. Hold you to account. Pussy boy.